This is a video from Richie from Boston. I've tried leaving comments on a couple of your videos, and a comment I got back from you said, maybe this isn't a channel for you. Okay, so maybe it's not the channel for me, but it's not the channel for anybody with half a fucking brain, and I'm going to show you why. In the description, it says that the sun and the moon are side by side in the sky now, and the sun should be lighting up the moon completely. We'll get to this in a minute. And yet the moon is less than a quarter full. NASA has told everyone that the moon is reflecting the sunlight, true, and phases are made up by the Earth position and shadows, false, busted. NASA never told anyone that the Earth's shadows have anything to do with the fucking moon phases. No one ever claimed that. So this is going to debunk that straw man argument, but that's not what we're taking a look at here. I want to show you something really simple.
Here's a picture of the moon. That's the moon right there. I just caught this. The moon is right here, and right to the right of it and a little bit higher is the sun. Now, if the moon was a planet that was simply reflecting the sun's light, the moon should be entirely lit up right now, and it's not. It's right next to the sun. NASA, science have always taught us that the moon goes through its phases because the Earth is in the way and the moon is reflecting the sun's rays on the other side.
No, NASA never told anyone that. NASA never claimed that. And we'll take a look. Down there in the corner we have the Earth, 8,000 miles across. Here we have 36 Earths at roughly 8,000 miles across. The little white dot is the moon. That puts the moon at approximately, like to scale, the distance that our moon is from the Earth. So there's the moon, there's the Earth. And Richie from Boston is saying that you're seeing the sun to the right of the moon. And so the moon should be lit up. Only if the sun were here, in the middle. If the sun were closer to us, yes, the whole moon should be lit up. But NASA doesn't tell you that. They're saying 93 million miles that direction is the sun. 93 million miles, when you look to the right of the moon and you go out 93 million miles away. That's where they're saying the sun is, shining light on the moon and the Earth at the same angle. They're claiming, NASA is claiming that's what causes the phases. I'm not saying that this is true or not true. I'm telling you that if what they're saying is true, and the moon or the sun were 93 million miles away, that this is what you would see. The sun hitting the Earth and the sun hitting the moon would be hitting at about the same angle. This is a video I took today, and there's the moon. There's a ball on the end of a barbecue fork. There's the moon lit up by the sun. And the Earth I'm standing on, according to NASA, is being lit up the same way the moon is. And according to NASA, that ball on the end of my fork is being hit the same way as the Earth and the moon, according to NASA. Because the sun, they're not claiming that the sun is closer than the moon, and therefore should be lighting the whole moon up. They're not claiming that. They're claiming that the moon or the sun is 93 million miles away, lighting up the other side of the moon. Oh, about half, a little less than half. The other side is being lit because half of it's being lit because the sun's shining on it from 93 million miles away, just like it's shining on this ball right in my hand.
Next to the sun, it would be entirely lit up, and it's not. There's the moon right there, and the sun is right over here, and I will pan over to it so you can see it. Watch this. There's the moon. There's the moon. trying to zoom in on it, and I'm doing it without a tripod, but there's the sun right there, and then right over here is the moon in the clouds.
Exactly where NASA says it should be. This is what really bothers the shit out of me, is 1,721 likes on this. I'm not telling you that NASA's telling us the truth. I have plenty of reason to believe that they're not. But what I'm telling you is that if what they're saying were true, that is what we would see. I'm having a hard time understanding how you feel like the whole moon should be lit up by the sun according to the model they present. You said at the beginning of this video, you said that you studied space and you know about space since you were 8 years old. Who were you studying under that told you that the moon goes through its phases because of the Earth's shadow? Like, where did you get that from? Who told you that that is what mainstream science presents? You say you studied space since you were 8 years old. Where did you learn this? Who taught you that NASA tells people that the moon goes through its phases because of the Earth's shadow? That is ridiculous. Why would anyone think? It's ridiculous to me that you could even think that. What's even more ridiculous is that 35,000 people watched this and 180 gave it a thumbs down. 181. 1,700 people thumbs this up, but 35,000 people watched this and believe this shit you're saying. This is shit that elementary school children know better. You build little models of a solar system in elementary school. I'm not saying it's true. I'm telling you that what they're saying would show you the moon the way you see it in the sky in your video. You are disproving everything you're saying with your own video. This busted. This is pathetic. I mean, I don't know what I want to believe more. I don't know if I want to believe that you're just fooling all these fucking people for a decent paycheck. If so, hey, you know, good for you, man. Or if you're really this fucking stupid and believe this shit. Like, you just seriously can't think that far out. I mean, you literally can't just picture a fucking ball, a ball, and a ball. A ball, and a light. I mean, like, how do you drive? How do you fucking walk around with a flashlight? How do you, I mean, like, you shine a light and there's a tree in the way. You're like, oh, there's nothing on the other side of that fucking tree. Or, I mean, like, you don't think about walking around it? Or, like, what side? Well, I'm shining a light at that tree, so the other side of that tree should be completely lit up. Like, you can't visualize a light source and an object and a shadow. And yet, 1,700 thumbs up. It's just sad. It's really fucking sad. So, in your own words, busted. But I mean, I don't even feel good about it. A fucking third grader could debunk what you're saying.